Good redheads, it's your guy Jay Red, the one and only. Thank you for joining me in another edition of your favorite show, the one, the only Reds View. Of course, I am again your gracious host, Jay Red. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting the channel, commenting on all the content, sharing it each and every week. I really appreciate y'all. And if you have not subscribed to the official YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/RedsView, is going across your screen right now. So let's go ahead and dive into it, man. Pusha T, this is Travis Scott. For those who've been hiding under a rock today, the Clipse released their song today. It's a new song that they released, and what's the name of that song? What is the name of that song? So Be It. Yeah. So they released a song called So Be It. Dope song. I like it. I really do like it, but the antics behind it, I'm gonna have to call it out. So what I'm talking about today is Pusha T. Pusha T is corny for dissing Travis Scott. I gotta call a spade a spade. All right. I think it was corny. Um, Pusha T has some bars for none other than Travis Scott. None other than Travis Scott. Now, this came out of nowhere. It came left field. And ironically, it's right around the album rollout time. Now, I love the Clipse. I love Pusha T. I'm looking forward to this album. This was even a dope song. It was a real dope video. Their last single they put out, that was dope. Ace Trumpets. Love it. I'm looking forward to the album. Don't get it twisted. I'm looking forward to the album. However, as a hip hop journalist, as I like to call myself, as a hip hop artist, and just a person of the culture that just loves this culture so much, I have to call this out. I think it was corny. So let's talk about why this was corny. So let's see what happens. So this is covered by TMZ, and look at the headline. It says Pusha T to Travis Scott. You're lucky I didn't TMZ my evidence. Let God sort them out. All right. So let's see. So right here, the words, the lyrics that they're showing right now. This is what it says. You cried in front of me, you died in front of me. Calabasas took your and your pride in front of me. Calabasas, let's read it again. You cried in front of me, you died in front of me. Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me. So let's keep it going. It says, heard Utopia had moved right up the street, and her lip gloss was popping. She ain't need you to eat. The net gonna call it the way they see it, but I got the video. I can sure share and AE it. They wouldn't believe it, but I can't unsee it. Lucky I ain't TMZ it. Okay, so those were the lyrics from Pusha T. All right, so he dissed Travis Scott, which I feel again that is corny. I feel like it's antics behind it, but I'll get to that in a second. Let's look at the reasoning why Pusha T decided to threaten, well, not threaten, but diss Travis Scott. Let's look at what he said. So Pusha T calls Travis Scott a whore when explaining why he dissed him on So Be It. Pusha T felt disrespected when Travis played Utopia for him and Pharrell, but left out Drake's meltdown verse, which dissed Pharrell. So it didn't diss Pusha T, but it dissed Pharrell. So Pusha says, we were in Paris literally working, and he was calling to play P, his new album, which is Pharrell. He came to Pharrell's studio at Louis Vuitton headquarters where Clipse recorded most of the Let God Sort Him Out. He interrupted a session. He sees me in Malice. He's like, oh man, everybody's here. He's smiling, laughing, jumping around, doing his effing monkey dance. We weren't into the music, but he wanted to play it. Wanted him to film us, like him and Pharrell listening to it. And then a week later, you hear Meltdown, which he didn't play. He played the song, but not Drake's verse. So Pusha T sees Travis as someone who aligns with whoever's hot, regardless of past affiliations or loyalty. He don't have no picks, no loyalty to nobody. He's a whore. He's a whore. It's the principle of what I'm saying. That filthy quality that they have about themselves. That lack of loyalty, Travis has that. He's proven. All right. So that's Pusha's reasoning behind it. All right. So Travis Scott, he felt like he, played Pharrell, and Pharrell and Pusha T are like this. Pharrell is the actual reason that the Clipse got discovered. So as a man, Pusha T is entitled to feel how he wants to feel. As an MC, he has the right to call out whoever he wants to call out. However, this feels real corny, Pusha T. It really does. My first reasoning is the reason behind why you dissed him. The reason why you dissed him feels kind of whack because he didn't play the Pharrell verse. You felt like he did that intentionally just to play it and then have Drake diss him on the same record. So now you feel like you want to get involved. This feels very Kanye Westish from 2018 when you were promoting the Daytona album and the infrared track and all this other stuff. And because of Drake's beef with Kanye, you know what I'm saying? This feels very reminiscent of that. And I have to call it out. Now, Pusha T, respected MC. I love the story of Adidon. He beat Drake in a battle, but this kind of feels like we're backpedaling to that again. Digging up, you're talking about you have a video of who was dating or something like that, and he'll leak it to TMZ. Lucky he didn't leak it like that's messy. That's gossip, man. We just gotta call a spade a spade. That's gossip, and that's getting people to talk about the album. So my other reasoning is this feels like a way for him to promote the album. Now, with the thing that I've loved about the Clipse rollout is it didn't feel like it was no gimmicks. It felt like it was 100% thoroughbred hip hop. Pharrell is producing everything. The tracks sound fire so far. They just had the listening session. Like I said, I'm a fan. I want to listen to it. But him dissing Travis Scott just doesn't feel like, and it's out of nowhere. We didn't know about all this stuff, but you do it in a rhyme, and now you're talking about lucky I didn't TMZ it. Like, what are you getting at? You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of Drake stans get mad because they feel like Pusha T really didn't win the battle. He just he dropped a bombshell. You know, they started calling Pusha T with TEA, like he's spilling the tea of Drake having a child. Now, be that as it may, Pusha T is the reason why Kendrick and Drake were going at it, and it was about digging up stuff that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Know about them. This all happened because of Pusha T. Ever since the Pusha T rap battle, now people want to see what they can dig up on you to see if you have a child, if you have a daughter, or if you have something you've been hiding from the world. So you have Pusha T to thank for that. Now, like I said, I love Story of Adidon. It was creative. He checkmated Drake. But now with this going on, it don't feel like his name is aging well when it comes to controversy, because now you're alluding that Travis Scott has something going on and you're trying to blow up his spot, saying I'm lucky I didn't TMZ it. So now everybody's researching to see what he's talking about. So this feels like a way that they're trying to promote the album. And I'm saying the Clipse don't need this controversy to promote the album. You know what I'm saying? The Kendrick controversy was enough already with us not hearing this mysterious verse. They got them dropped from Def Jam and they had to go to Rock Nation, all that good stuff, right? I'm still looking forward to hearing the Kendrick verse, but it seems like with this now, you're dissing Travis Scott off of some personal stuff, like out of nowhere. It just feels unwarranted and feels like you're trying to promote something. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of corny. You feel like I think it's real corny. I have to call a spade a spade. My last reason is because Travis Scott don't rap. Travis Scott ain't really a rapper. So I don't expect Travis Scott to respond on wax. I don't expect there to be a Travis Scott versus Pusha T battle, because Travis Scott, I don't really look at him as a rapper. I look at him as a hip hop artist. Again, I don't look at Travis Scott as a rapper. I look at him as a hip hop artist, hip hop recording artist, meaning that you don't go to Travis Scott for bars. You go to him for kind of like melodies, or he's damn near rock alternative. He's like that alternative rap. Like he raps as far as putting words together that rhyme, but to me, he's more of just an artist, not like a rapper. Y'all get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, the whole lyricist thing. I'm just talking about just bar for bar, just rapping. Travis Scott ain't the type that's gonna make a diss track. You know what I'm saying? Like he may could throw shots or something like that. But yeah, I've been seeing the Drake stand say, "See, look, Pusha T is being messy and all this." That don't change the fact that he slaughtered Drake in the battle. However, I do agree that this feels like it's a way to promote the Clipse album, and I don't feel like they need this. I don't feel like they need this. You dropped the bombshell with Drake. Now out of nowhere, you're dissing Travis Scott. Raise your hand if you feel like Travis Scott is going to respond to this. I'm not looking forward to that. So all it seems like going to happen is like, oh, okay, we're talking about it now. and then it makes you want to look forward to the album to see who else he might diss. Now, the same tactics were used in Daytona. Infrared set off the Drake battle with him. Who else? Did he talk about anybody else on that project? I forgot. But now, to be fair, he doesn't do this with every album. Almost Dry, that album, he wasn't dissing anybody that I know of. But this feels like a perfect way to bring back the Clipse. But I just don't like these shenanigans that's going on. Pusha, you're a better MC than this. Nobody cares about this Travis Scott thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about y'all battling back and forth. And I feel like this is something maybe you could have talked about in an interview, but to put it on a rap record and your reasoning behind it is because, oh, yeah, it was a Pharrell thing. So he didn't do nothing directly to you. I thought he did something directly to Pusha. Unless I have it wrong, I'm reading on Twitter and I'm reading on TMZ. Let me know if I'm missing out on something in the comments, but I just feel like it's unwarranted. Pusha T is a phenomenal artist, and Malice has been snapping on these tracks. If you haven't heard Ace Trumpets and the other song, I keep forgetting, and So Be It, you need to listen to it. You need to listen to it for real. I'm really excited about hearing this album. But not for the gossip. I just want a pure Clipse hip hop album produced by Pharrell, because Pharrell is aging gracefully with this production. It sounds very good. Sonically, it sounds good. And I mean, the culture is looking forward to this. This has been like 15 years, I want to say, since the Clipse have put out something together, because Malice, known as No Malice, he changed his life to God. You know what I'm saying? Gave his life to God. But yeah, I still want to hear this project. I'm still looking forward to it, but I think that this was corny. I think it was corny at the end of the day. So y'all let me know in the comments what you feel about this. If you haven't heard the track, make sure that you go check it out. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, which is youtube.com/RedsView. Hit the like button or the dislike button. It's all good as long as we get some traction. Who gave you a podcast? We got a new episode we're filming later this week, so be on the lookout for that as well. Anyway, this is J Red RedsView signing out.